I'm taking care of some business here. I realized that I need to get another elytra backup because we have just one. If something bad were to happen, yeah, it wouldn't be good to be without an elytra again. It's just too hard to get around. The backup elytra is a necessity, but the shulker boxes are a luxury. It would be nice to have a few backups and a few more containers to store stuff. So yeah, I thought it was time, especially if you know, God forbid we die, lose our elytra, then that would be a real hassle. We have to get back here, and you know how difficult it is to go around in the end without an elytra, go around anywhere without an elytra. So let's get ourselves a backup, and let's get ourselves a few more shulker boxes too. Sometimes the best way to do it is just going guns blazing. Don't hit me. 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 Uh-oh. Shoot. There is a ton of them in this tower. Sometimes this swimming can just be overwhelming. Just too many bullets. And now you can't even whittle them away because they duplicate. Let's check out the loot here. It's a nice helmet. Protection 4, mending, unbreaking 3. That's a nice shovel. Mending, efficiency. Those are nice boots. Feather falling 4. Jeez. Now let's see if we can finally clear this tower. I know it takes a little longer with the trident, but I have an aversion to using up my bow. I should use my bow more often. They keep duplicating on me. I'm not even sure if I'm making progress. Well, tower's clear. Let's go collect the spoils. Took so long, I think a lot of it despawned. These two guarding the front entrance are the easy ones. Ah, it's so hard to hit these bullets. Alright, I'm gonna just get a few more and wrap this up. Alright, we got our boxes. We can get to our build now. So I'm over here at the sheep pen with some extra sheep bred up, and in the background you can see where I'm going to create some stalls, and we're going to make a wool farm. Here you see most of the ingredients I have to make this, including some white glass. I'm going to make the first stall is going to be for a white sheep. That'll be the easiest thing to do. But we're going to make all 16 colors. So let's see if we can get a guy over there and create these stalls. I think this guy's definitely volunteering. So just up here I have 2 rows of these nice little condo spaces set up, and we're just going to make 3x3 areas for them in here, going 8 down this row, and then up above will be another 8. There we go. And here's what we need to do down below underneath the sheep. We got the chest. We got a couple hoppers that are going into it. Put a railroad track on top of that that hopper, and that's directly under the sheep. And that's so we can put hopper minecart here. And that'll be able to suck up the wool that's dropped, even though there's a full block above it. Here's what it looks like in the daytime, and we got the chest there, 2 hoppers, rail which we can take away later, and the hopper minecart. We're going to fill this in now, and but we're going to have to repeat this the same little enclosure with all these components 15 more times for each of the sheep stalls. This is up on the second deck where the second row of sheep stalls are going to go. You can see I've got 2 sheep stalls done now. I'm going to go kind of in some kind of color order. So I got light gray is the second one here. We've got our materials list put together. You can see all the individual minecart hoppers. They can't stack, so they're just there. We have chests. We got some observers, dispensers, redstone, a bunch of hoppers, rails. I got some trapdoors to put on top. We got our colors here too, and I grabbed 3 of each of these dyes so that we could take 16 glass, and so that's going to use up 2 dye. We'll get 8 per each. Let's color some up right now for the next stall. So yeah, we'll make 16 colored glass. We got 1 left over. That's for the sheep itself. We're going to color the sheep. Last thing we do. Here's what the wool farm looks like when we're all done. We got all 16 stalls, all 16 colors coming in, and those are slowly collecting all the different colors of wool. So now that we have this wool farm done, there's some organizing, a little bit of decorating I want to do in the nether, up on the nether roof, and it's going to help us to keep our bearings and know where everything is. So let's go do that. We're going to lay down some carpet and put up some lights. This is the inner ring. It's going to be cyan color. Well, green lamps. Outside of that, we've got the blue carpet, and that's going to extend all the way around the inner cyan one. Then we've got the orange, and you'll notice each of these colored carpet lines, they're connecting the portals, and it's forming a grid. Here's a weird thing I found. While doing the outer carpet, the orange carpet ring, there's some kind of strange anomalies in the bedrock ceiling. And I think this has to do with the 1.19 update. I just did that recently, and I don't think I've been out here, but it seems to have done something to the borders. But back to these carpet rings. In between each of these portals, which are 256 blocks apart, I'm putting these lamps, and I'm trying to color coordinate them. So in this case, I get orange for the orange carpets. And we're going to put some of these frog lights on the portals themselves. Right in the center, we're going to put something too, something that's going to help us understand where we are, not be so confused by directions. So the N is for north, and then of course we need an S for south, although I actually did this one backwards. Had to fix it later. But I fixed it and made the E. And this is good to have a quick directional reference like this. And the reason I want to do that, I'm going to map out everything in our world in a 12,000 block square. Well, I've been mapping and mapping for a long time now, and I thought this was worth capturing because this is the first desert I've seen, and we've mapped quite a bit of our surroundings. Oh, that's pretty cool looking. Yeah, so I'm getting pretty close to, I've mapped out the entire, it's 144 million blocks we'll have on a map. That's our 12 by 12 grid of the largest size map. And here's another thing I'm doing actually is when I find key points of interest now, and I wasn't doing this for some of the first maps I did, but I decided to start adding these, get banners, and then with your map you can right click on the banner and set a point of interest. You can even name the maps, which I didn't do, but at least I have them color-coded, so I'm going to put a yellow banner for every outpost, and then down there I saw allays, which is pretty cool. I want to work with some allays in the future, so I'm marking the allays with this the purple banner. I have some different colors here. They mean different things. Woodland Mansion was the red. I think I'll do orange for either the desert or maybe Badlands because that's kind of orangish. And I don't really have a good color now for desert. I'd like to use yellow, but I've been already marking outposts with that, so we'll use green. And I'll just have to write this stuff down so I know, like, otherwise I'll forget, and then I'll end up like mapping two different things, or two the same thing with different colors, which would be bad. So yeah, I'm just excited we have a desert now. I don't know why I'm so excited about that, but it was just an elusive biome, and I feel like I've traveled so far around. We also want to harvest a lot of the sand from here at some point. This is where we're going to come for lots of sand. Okay, we've got another point of interest here, and that is as I get out of the underground where my portal took me. That is the coral reef, or I think it's warm ocean biome. So this is another biome that I couldn't find before, and again, I'm not sure if there's a whole lot of use for this for me. I think, obviously we can get coral here. We can get sea pickles, which are kind of a cool light source, or they can be. Although you can maybe get those from Wandering Trader, but I just really like how this looks. I like this biome. Well, we got another interesting thing to mark on the map, and that's possibly some deep dark here. It's definitely a little uncomfortable to just plunge forward like this, but you got to do it. Oh, well, there's a big old mess of deep dark. I kind of want to find an ancient city, and I kind of just want to get out of here. Yeah, okay, there's the sensors going off. Yeah, we need to sneak now. Oops, and I set one of those off. It's just the first one, I should be fine, but yeah, this dark is uncomfortable. Well, I think this is the most interesting we're getting with the deep dark here. It unfortunately doesn't seem to be an ancient city. It's just deep dark. Yeah, I'm going to clear out of here before I get myself into trouble. Okay, this is not much further away. Definitely an ancient city. Let's see. Yeah, just right here. So I'm not going to go too far into this just yet, but we can kind of like scope it out. I see some ladders over there, and that's the portal thing everybody talks about. kind of see some structures through that water, and yeah, let's just clear out. We'll be doing this another day, but we can mark it with that banner right there. And so now it should be on the map. And so here's our map progress. This is 1200 by 1200. Yeah, it's 6 maps across each way. There's a lot of territory to cover. So it took a lot of work to map this whole thing out and fly everywhere. And I made the grid of portals so that we actually have a portal that goes to the center of each one of these maps, and we have an easy way to get around on the nether ceiling with that grid layout. So we really are able to find all these points of interest, which I was able to find most of them while I was flying around. We've got Woodland Mansions, a couple of them, and we have some Deep Dark over here, way off to the west, and other points of interest. Yeah, we got outposts with allays. There's a number of those. So up there in kind of the northeast, and further here on the east. And I think there's, that's our desert. Also some more allays down there, but our desert and Badlands, the only desert in this whole map. The only coral right there, in that point of interest. I have pinks are to indicate the points of interest. That was another outpost. So yeah, there's really some tall mountains there. Another outpost with allays. Yeah, those tall, it's those floating regions, I think, were some of these pink areas. The really tall, spiky, mountainous things that are floating. And there were a few of those along the journey. So, and now whenever we want to visit one of these biomes or we need something from one of them, we know exactly where to go, and we got it all, laid out as a grid to find it easily from the nether, short trips through the nether. So that'll really help our future selves out. Anyways, thanks for joining this episode, and I hope to see you again next one.